Rise and grind, gamers. Ugh. I have a slideshow for you. Hello, everybody. Freaking hello. How's everybody doing? You love slideshows? I got a real fun one for you guys today. Oh my god. Hello, hello. We must further our shitposting power. Oh my god, through these streams. Word, sup. Hi Zen, hi Orlando, hi Lemonade, hello. Please forgive me. I literally just got back from the gym, showered, and shoveled my food down my fucking gullet. Like, before I moved over here, I had just finished shoveling food down my mouth. So please forgive me if I'm like really gassy or whatever. Not like that's anything new, but like, you know, I have an excuse for it today. I know! Everybody's away today! It's okay. You have the power of art with you today. So, did everybody bring their drawing supplies? Is everybody ready to draw? Keep forgetting what this emote is called. How do you not name it? It's so dog over. Because it's a long name. It's alright, chew your food slowly. It's already gone. It is already gone. I already ate it all. Yours blew up? No! But yeah. Today, I'm going to show you how to draw a face. First of all, let me get my keyboard over on the other side here, so I can use my hotkeys. I have one of them fancy Bluetooth keyboards. Well, you can make it a Bluetooth keyboard if you wanted to. Ah! That's not what I wanted. Can't draw right now at school. Ah, it's okay. You can follow along with the VOD. But, we're going to... I used to do this stream back when I was under a different name and a lion, but I've decided to bring it back because I know a lot of people really liked it. It might be a little boring and a little dense because it kind of shows, it's kind of a reflection of my own education in art. Lion, huh? This is even deeper dog lore. If you go to my... I haven't hidden any of the videos because I'm very transparent about who I used to be. If you go into my live streams tab and go to my oldest videos, you can find what I used to be. who I used to be. Gulo. Mike, hello! Hello, dog. Unfortunately, I couldn't bring my art supplies because my cat's currently using it. Aww. That's alright, your cat can draw. Snoop lion to Snoop dog. Me as fuck. That was me for really. But yeah, it might be a little dense. I hope not. I'm going to try and make it fun and exciting and intuitive for you. The way that I approach at least this subject, drawing faces, I feel like is a little bit more digestible than most other resources. Or I mean like your generic resource, like you draw this line, and this line goes to this, and this line, blah, 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 blah. And it's like, fuck, what do you mean line? It's kind of boring for normal people to watch artists draw, but in an artist's mind, they have much more open-minded. Yeah, precisely. And it's not even just drawing in this, we're learning. That's why I have the slideshow. So, like I said, my approach to this is going to be hopefully a little bit more digestible than just assuming you know what line goes where. This is mostly from me regurgitating information that I learned from my professors, and hopefully you guys can also learn from it. And then now I'll have an army of people who know how to draw how to draw their own shitposts, and it'll be great, and it'll be really exciting. This first slide I know is probably a little intimidating because this is like, what the fuck, this isn't anime girls. And it's not, because that's how I learned how to draw. I mean, I drew anime girls first, learned how to draw real human faces, and like the construction of it, and then I just started drawing anime girls again. And I don't have to pay an American college education to get it. Sweet. Yeah, you get to learn it from an, from somebody who is very, very much not, not certified in any way. Probably shouldn't be teaching, and, you know, accredited. You get to learn it from somebody who is not accredited. Unaccredited, anime dog girl online. How sweet is that, right? Oh god. Okay. We pirating art lessons for real. I learned drawing faces on a human face by a YouTuber. Yeah, I mean, there's plenty of YouTubers out there. What was I gonna say? This is actually really fun for me to do if I actually, like, plan my shit ahead of time. Cause, like, I actually used to really want to be an art teacher. But I just realized that I can't, like, I have a hard time interacting with children, so. You don't have a license to teaching that's illegal? Too bad. The feds can never find me. Gonna take notes too? Good, 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 good. Hope you're at least forklift certified. I wish. Oh, I wish. So, the drawings that I have up here, these are George Bridgman sketches. George Bridgman is an art educator, an artist. He has a lot of good resources. Really old, kind of ugly, like, very studious drawings, but it's a really good learning resource. And we're going to be looking at a lot of George Bridgman today and his techniques. But I'm going to try and focus more on the actual face rather than the entire head, because we want to take it a step at a time. Good luck for those other people that wanted to draw. Yeah, let's do it. Henry, hello. Dogmeat realizing her dreams as an art teacher through VTubing is crazy. It really is. I stopped doing that. This is a revamp from my original series, because I used to do this, like I said at the beginning of the stream. I used to do this series. I think I ran out of ideas and I just kind of stopped. But I want to revamp it because I think I have more ideas to do for this. But let's continue. Let's do this. Let's do this. So, first, before we do anything, we need to stretch. Stretching is super duper duper important. Drawing is a repeated motion, which means that you're at higher risk for chronic pain like carpal tunnel. So this will help lessen your risk of chronic pain. It also just feels good. Make sure you check your posture. I want you guys sitting upright, not hunched over like the goddamn, like, like the goddamn hunchback. A good posture makes you more durable in the long run. So I stole this stretch graphic. I think I used this exact same one in my original stream. Dylan, hey, you got to make it to stream. Yay, hello. We're learning. I'm teaching people how to draw faces today. We're starting with stretches. Stretches are very important. Gamers, you should know how to stretch also. It's super duper important. You don't want to get carpal tunnel. Stretching is a small exercise. It takes maybe like 2 minutes tops, 5 minutes if you really want to, like, get ready to go. There's a prayer motion. Yeah, prayer motion is my favorite one because it feels really good on my ligaments. So we'll actually start with the prayer motion because I like it. So pretty much in this graphic, you're going to put your hands, like, you know, like the emoji, praying emoji, but you start with your fingertips together and you put your elbows parallel to you. You want to have your elbows sticking straight out your sides. You start out from your breasts. Start out from your chest. You're going to slowly, while keeping your hands in a prayer motion, just move them down slowly. And you should be able to feel the muscles in your wrists pull. And that's that stretch that you want to get. And you want to do that just a couple of times, just really slow motions. I'm going up and I'm going down. And that will help untense your wrist muscles. I'm gonna do one more. Okay. Okay. After we do that, we're gonna do this one. I just do it on my drawing hand, but you guys should probably do it on both hands just to be safe. But it's pretty self-explanatory. Stick your dominant hand out. That's the first one you want to get. Straight out in front of you, and you want your palm facing up. You're going to take your other hand and stretch your hand back for a couple seconds, and then you'll release. And do it again. And release. And one more time. And release. Is it normal to hear cracking and start pain with stretching? Well, I hear those things, so I think it's fine. But if it starts to hurt, that's not a I don't think that's a productive stretch. Try to take it a little easier on it. Now we're going to do a downward motion. So this one right here. So instead of your wrist or your palm facing out straight up, you're going to put your palm in. Your palm should be facing you. Your arm should still be out straight. You should have been a PE teacher. No, dude. I hated PE. You're going to put your arm straight out. Your palm should be facing you and your hand should be facing down. You're going to take your other hand and, again, stretch towards you. Hold it for a few seconds. And you'll release. And you'll do it 2 more times. Stretch. And release. Stretch. And release. DRAWMEETS is not a real art teacher. Any pain or dismemberment you feel is your own fault. Yeah. You guys signed the NDA. I signed it for you. Or not NDA, but you know, the contract saying that if you hurt yourself in any way while we're drawing, then it's not my fault. It's not my problem. The art of doing 4 laps. My arm fell off. Is that normal? Just put it back on. I think you should be fine. Like, put a little spit in a Band-Aid. That'll fix you right up. Liability waiver. Yeah, that's what it is. And then we're going to do one more stretch like that. So arms out. So you're going to do palm facing away from you, pointed downwards like in that third one there. And we're going to do the exact same thing. Pull back with your other hand. Couple seconds. And release. That one feels really good. Pull back. And for as far as you want to pull back, just until you feel a little bit of tension in your wrist. You don't want to pull it back as like too far, you know, to where it hurts. Just enough to where you can feel just a bit of tension stretching. And release. And we'll do it one more time. Pull back. And release. And I'm just going to do my dominant hand, because that's all I really need to stretch out. So now, what you're going to want to do is we're going to roll our wrist out. So again, arm's going to be stuck straight out in front of you, just like we did with those last couple of stretches. Put your hand into a ball, and then just rotate your wrist. Just your wrist, nothing else. I think your elbow's going to move a little bit too, because mine's moving. But you just want to roll your wrist around in circles. Yeah, you signed the contract when you clicked on the stream. Sorry, I don't make the rules. Talk to my lawyer about it. My lawyer's sheep. So we're going to start. I started clockwise. You want to do this clockwise and counterclockwise. So just clockwise and then counterclockwise as well. Is it just me and Henry that is the early member when joining Jog's Discord server? I know Mike joined pretty early on as well, but I think, yeah, you guys are one of the first ones. And I'm done rolling my wrist. And finally, we're just going to shake it out. So just literally just shake your hands out. Get rid of all that tension. Anti-clockwise? What the fuck? I mean, I guess that's still right. But sheep lawyer that just yeah, he just does a heavenly Potemkin buster on you. And then that's his argument. But yeah, good stretching, you guys. If you I always recommend, if you really, really, really want to take care of yourself while you're drawing, not only do you want to stretch out your arm and wrists, you want to stretch out your entire body. Full body stretches are great because with drawing, you're sitting down for a really long amount of time. Make sure you always take breaks. If you have to go to the bathroom, go to the bathroom. Don't wait until you're done drawing. If you need water, get water. And if you need to get up, walk around and stretch, do that. You blame sheep for all the pain. No, Dylan! No! Phoenix Wright is a character in some fighting game. He is in Marvel vs. Capcom. For some fucking reason. They thought a lawyer would be a really good candidate for a fighting game. Maybe they ran out of characters to use. Who knows? So, now we're done with our stretches, we get to ruminate a little bit. Tried to sue dog. We're gonna ruminate. We're gonna go over my slides, you guys. I did this today and I'm really proud of my slideshow, so please be proud of me. Please, please, please. So, before we get started, first of all, I'm gonna reset my camera here because it's lagging and it's bothering me. So before we even start talking about how to construct a face, I'm going to give you some tools that will not only be really helpful for when we draw our faces today, it'll be really helpful whenever you draw at all. First of all, I'm sure if you're familiar with drawing advice, this is not any news to you. Draw boxes. Even off stream, we're going to be drawing a lot of boxes today. Yeah, the square. It's basic stuff. Big proud of dog. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, drawing boxes is really, 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 really helpful if you want to understand depth and construction. They're one of the simplest shapes out there to draw, and you can draw them over and over and over again. And you can study dimension, how some things are constructed. It's really, really helpful. So, not only are we going to use it today for how to draw faces, I highly recommend if you're bored, you want to doodle, just draw a bunch of boxes, all at different angles. It'll really help you. It's pretty much stretching your brain, and it conditions your brain to see how angles work. And it's super helpful, as you can see from this little diagram here, how you can apply it to different things like organic shapes, which you wouldn't think, but here we are. Boxes, super duper important. Doodle them a lot on your downtime if you really want to start learning to draw. They're super duper cool shapes. I stroked out for a second there. Did you see that? So, oh, wait. Perfect, guys. Oh, sorry, I moved myself. I forgot, I have this. Let me pull it out. Let me pull it out! I gotta show you guys. My brain does need a stretch, for real. Oh, fuck, where is it? I have a cool expression that I haven't gotten to use yet. Here it is. I'm gonna just put you on that. There we go! Check it out! I can draw! Big stutter moment. Huge stutter moment. Kind of an L for me, I'm not gonna lie. Okay. So, next, another good tool for you is remember to draw through everything. I know for a lot of beginner artists, this seems like a really intimidating thing to do. Or not even intimidating, it's just something that you don't want to do. Like, you want everything to be perfect and you want it to look nice, as nice as possible. But you're missing out on the benefits of drawing through things. So when I say drawing through, I think this is one of the better kind of examples of what I'm talking about. You don't want to have to worry about like the little construction lines and everything like that. Just be sloppy with it. You're still learning the basics, and these are. I thought you were gonna flip us off again. No, I'm done with that. I'm not flipping you off today. Today it's all about education. Education, and that means I'm gonna draw. Draw. But yeah, draw through everything. You don't want these to be perfect. You're trying to figure out how things should look. You're trying to figure out how to construct things with your mind, and you're not going to be able to do that properly if you don't see every angle. And yeah, that means that your drawing is going to be super messy and kind of unreadable at times, but I found with like the rougher, sketchier things, that turns out being my best, like my better work than like my cleaned up drawings, funny enough. But yeah, drawing through objects, it's essential for making sure your proportions stay consistent and correct. So, say like if I were to draw I don't know. Say like behind this head there's supposed to be a bench. So, if I just drew the bench, like the beginning of the bench here and not and then just kind of eyeball where the bench should come through, it's not going to look right. It's not going to look appealing. What you want to do is, say, if you're doing that bench, you want to draw straight through that head. If you're really worried about having those lines show through, you're just going to erase it later. It's fine. That being said, if you're using a pencil, great, cool. Highly recommend. Pencils are great. Any kind of erasable, erasable medium. But I feel like you're really missing out. I talked about it a little bit for my sketchbook stream, but you're really, really missing out if you're missing out on making mistakes if you don't use a pen. I love doing this stuff with a pen just because it makes every mark I make permanent, and I don't know, it makes my decisions more impactful. So I feel like you learn a lot by just making permanent mistakes, because when you look at those, you can be like, this is what I did wrong here. I'm going to draw next to it, and let me see if I can correct that mistake starting from square one. You know? I think that's a really valuable thing you can learn. Artists sometimes use their art as a mask. Yeah. Awesome. Let's see here. But yeah, draw through everything. Don't worry about it being perfect. We're not, fucking sending this shit into the Louvre or anything. This is gonna stay between me, you, and whatever you're fucking drawing in. That being said, do feel free to post your art when we're finished with the stream. I would like to see it. I think it's fun to see. So, further study materials. So, this is pretty much the materials that I'll be using, or materials and techniques that I'll be using in today's stream. George Bridgman, I already said about. I love George Bridgman. Very anatomical, very studious, kind of ugly sometimes, but it's a wonderful, wonderful resource. He has lots of books. Today we're kind of be focusing on his heads, features, and faces techniques. And if you want to buy the book, huge. But you can also find this book's PDF online somewhere. I found it before. I can't link it, obviously, but there is a PDF online. There's another book that I highly recommend, but we'll get into it later, called Constructive Anatomy. That is a wonderful, excellent book. If you do ever pick up this book or find the PDF online, what I do recommend doing is taking the drawings in the book and trying to copy them from reference. I don't want you to trace them, just copy what you see, and it'll surprisingly improve your art a lot. It's kind of backwards engineering. When you copy something down, you kind of understand why they made those certain decisions, and then you can apply that to your own work. Gonna post the worst looking drawing. I can't wait to see it. I do personally think the Louvre is lacking in dog fan art. Yeah, I know. That would be really cool, like a dog Mona Lisa. I think that'd be really fucking funny. Or like dog girl with the pearl earring. Dog Madonna. Oh, that would be sick. That would be freaking sick. But yeah. Other resource is Drawbox. I haven't been on the website a whole lot, but I do use the same techniques that they teach on there. Dog with the pearls in her hair. She realized she made air. Guess what? It's air. It's actually a giant fucking illusion. You're tripping balls. You're tripping balls. You're tripping balls. Anyways. But yeah. Drawbox, I haven't personally been on there a lot. It's a free art resource. They have tons of lessons on there that's really, really helpful for beginners. And it's just it's great. It's super duper good. They go super into depth. I took a little peek at what their lesson plan looks like. They start from lines. So you know it's really fucking good when they have an entire lesson like around how to draw good lines. I was like, oh shit, that is a good idea. But no, I feel like faces are a really good point to start at, just because I know people get really impatient and they want to get straight to the good stuff. And I'll teach you the good stuff. I know you guys just want to draw your anime girls. I'm right there with you. Oh shit, Zed, you're over on Twitch now. Crazy. I saw that and I was like, I didn't see a comment by Zen on YouTube. Hello. But yeah, no, Drawbox is super awesome. I highly recommend checking them out also. But now, we should probably post our personal goals later or something. Yeah! I would love to hear your guys' personal goals. In fact, let's do it now. I want to hear it now before we start. If you guys are following along or are planning on following along with the VOD, what are you guys planning on doing with art? You just learning for funsies, or you want to try to make a little cash or something? By anime girls, you need images of my Frenchie. Yes! Your Frenchie is an anime girl, and she's the best girl. I just wanted to draw shitposts, pog, based, dare I say. Red pilled, even. Oh my god. Or perhaps draw fan art of dog meat. Oh my god. Let me change this out real quick. There we go. Milestone would be drawing something to inspire the old cyber animes. Oh, that would be sick! You have fan art idea actually, but it'll take a lot of learning. Oh, for sure. But I can't wait to see your journey. Very excited. This is gonna be good. I'm looking forward to see what you guys make. I want to draw because some people pissed me off, and I want to draw them getting raw dogged and mail it to their parents. Ooh, interesting goal, but I wish you the best. All the best to you, brother. So let's get into the lesson proper, shall we? Shall we? So check this out. Isn't this cool? What is a face made up of? Simply put, a face is what happens when you put a pair of eyes, a nose, and a mouth together. It gets super abstract, and that's going to be the angle that I'm going to be going leaning into today. So when you think about forms, don't think about lines. I feel like if you focus too much on lines, you're going to get lost. You're going to get lost in the sauce, just because if you notice in real life, yes, there are lines, but there's no outlines to anything. Everything is shape, color, and shadow. So I think that focusing on shapes and shadow is a little bit more of a digestible way of learning how to draw a face. And that's what I learned from my teacher, and it really, really helped me when I really started taking art seriously. So let's take a look at this little mask here, right? So notice how all of these shapes here are rectangular forms. Why does that remind me of that one stone emoji? I mean, pretty much, if you break it down, like, if you really want to think about it at its bare essentials, that kind of looks like it. But you notice how all of these, so all the facial features here, aside from the face mask, which I just put that there to make it look more like a face. Yeah, that. But if I move this out of the way, notice these are actually all the same shape. They're all the same shape, they've just been stretched in different ways. These are all rhombuses, but if you put them in the right order, it will start to look like a face. It's the little stone face is actually like a really good example of that. That emoji especially, it's great. Yeah, same shape, almost like gold bar shape. Yeah, it's a rhombus. The face reminds me of Master Control from Tron. Yeah, it kind of does. I mean, like, yeah. Another good way, especially if you're familiar with 3D art, another good way to think of it is that the face is made up of polygons. These are just like the most basic, like, low poly surfaces. I remember learning something about that. The human brain is trained to recognize faces, so it'll fill in the blanks with stuff like this. Yeah, so it feels like a face to you. So that's why I think this is a more effective way to learn how to draw a face rather than learning from lines. Because you get lost in the sauce when you learn from lines. There's going to be so many lines on the face, and you're trying to get it so fucking perfect that you end up trying, like, over complicating things. If you just focus on what the shape of the facial features should look like, it doesn't matter if it's perfect. It's going to look like a face no matter what, right? So we don't have to worry about it looking too perfect or like copying one for one on something. You just need to focus on making these shapes, no matter how you're going to draw them. It doesn't matter if they're perfect or if they're crooked or wonky. It's going to look like a face, and that's like what you want to begin with. 20 more minutes before lunch break. My class is in chaos right now. Ooh, yikes. Yeah. But yeah, no, I love this method so much because it takes out all, like, the stress of trying to make something look one-to-one with the reference that you're getting. This just says, just get the shape out, and then we'll worry about the rest later. That's kind of my philosophy when it comes to drawing, because if you worry too much about the little things, you're never going to get a finished product, and you're going to get discouraged, and you're going to think that drawing sucks, and you're going to hate it forever. Because you're going to think, like, oh, it's just X amount of steps before I actually get good at this. No, you're just overcomplicating things. Stupid. Keep it simple. Kiss. Keep it simple, stupid. Just draw some shapes and then, like, worry about it later. It's really helped me improve both my art. Kiss philosophy is great. It's helped me improve my art and my how quick I actually get art pieces done. Yeah, from Linux days, exactly. Uh, but yeah, the brain is already programmed to recognize these shapes as a face, so you don't have to worry about it too much. And then if you really wanted to, you just get this shape down, and then you just fill in the blanks. You just go do 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 do. This is eyes. Do 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 do. This is a nose. This is the upper lip. This is the chin. And if you want to copy this, please, by all means, go ahead, take a screenshot, draw it down, and whatever the hell you're drawing in. This is going to my notes in the Discord later. Yeah, this is like the basic face that I've learned from my teachers. They say you learn how to draw this, you're set for life. You know how to draw faces. Because it works at any angle. Like, if you want to do a side angle, you just have to move them in the right direction. You'll have to squish this a little bit, though. Look at that. It doesn't quite work because I'm using the shapes. But look, see, it's looking to the side now. Isn't that crazy? You literally just move it a little bit and it looks like it's looking to the side. It's so fucking awesome. Right? Like, little subtle changes to, like, pretty much what is a blueprint. And it's so much, like, easier than, like, this is how, first you draw a circle. And then you divide that circle in half lengthwise. Now you do it widthwise. Then you're gonna divide it again and again and again. No! You see this T shape. That's all you need to know. Last time I tried copying from a drawing for a friend's birthday, the eye position was what I messed up at the most. Eye position is really, really hard. And I don't blame you for that. It's one of the harder things to get a grip on. So this really, really helps out. Yeah, I'm glad. So, we're gonna do some exercises. J2, hello. You came in just in time. We're gonna do some fun exercises on how to recognize basic shapes and faces. Feel free to follow along if you want. If you want to draw, if not, please feel free to just sit and watch everybody else and me like brain fart while we learn how to draw. We are gonna do a fun little exercise. You guys remember the old Flash games you used to play when you were in kindergarten, where it's like drag and drop the shape to where it matches or it should go, right? So I have created one. I've created a couple of those for you. You guys are gonna tell me. We'll go over, because I think it's gonna be a little weird. You were in kindergarten. Oh, I mean, either way, those old Flash games where you drag and drop where things are supposed to go. We're gonna do that. I'm gonna go over it with you guys, and it's gonna be super duper fun. I've already kind of explained it to you guys. These two, of course, are the eyes. This is supposed to be the shadow of the nose. This is the shadow of the upper lip, because the upper lip, if you notice on your own face, it might differ from case to case just because faces are different. And I feel like that should also be taught more in school, that there's not one perfect face. All faces are different. It doesn't matter if you want to draw a perfect face. So everything's right. But in most cases, the upper lip, I'm touching my mouth, so don't worry about my my face tracking. The upper lip will always kind of face at an angle downward. And because your bottom lip is the opposite way, it's facing upward so the light bounces off of it. You don't really make a shape around that, but because your bottom lip does curve that way, it's going to create a shadow where your chin starts. So that's where you actually get that shape of where your lips are. Surprisingly, it's not like this, right? This is what most people would think of when you want to draw like lips. I mean, like, that's kind of right. And it still reads as a face for sure. But if you want to get, like, you know, how shading works, then that's how shadows would work on this face. taking notes of these. I think it's really helpful. Good! I'm really glad. I'm glad I could be of help. So let's get into these fun exercises. Are you guys ready? Here we go. Let's place geometry on Germa. That gap between the lips and the chin is... Guys, where do you think the geometry should go on Germa? Laser hair removal. I thought this would be funny. So, we're gonna put some shapes on Germa's face. I hope he doesn't mind. J2, thank you for the follow. All the serial killers combined into one. Thank you for the follow. Thank you, thank you. So, I actually didn't notice this. He doesn't look very human, but that's just normal Germa. Yeah. So this is why I love learning this way, because it's not perfect. If you ever notice your features, this is from me staring at my face for so long in art school, like in art classes, because you have to do so many self-portraits. Faces are not perfectly symmetrical at all. So if you actually notice on Germa's face here, it could just be the lighting that's fucking me up a little bit. But this eye is actually not symmetrical with this one. It's actually a little closer into the face than this. And obviously his lip is not perfectly straight. It's curved a little bit. I mean, his nose looks pretty... No, his nose is longer on this side than this side. That could be shading, I could be wrong, but it is not a perfectly symmetrical face. But still a very good looking guy, right? If you suck at drawing nose, just draw a straight line instead. That's what I do. Either you draw a straight line or you just do the shadow of the nose. Yeah, like manga style, yeah. All serial killers combining it. German is a perfect subject. So he really does look like the most generic person ever. So here's what we're going to do. I'm not roasting him! I said he's a very good-looking specimen. I'm just saying he doesn't have a perfectly symmetrical face, and that's okay! He's still a successful streamer! He's dating Hatsune Miku! A man from Boston stock image. Is he from Boston? I always thought that he was a New Yorker. Germa's face does look a little uneven. Even in some of his streams, it looks strange. I wouldn't say strange. I just say that it's not perfectly symmetrical, and that's fine. That's okay. My face isn't symmetrical either. Most faces aren't. Like, the most symmetrical faces you're gonna find are probably gonna be like movie stars and models and stuff. Alright. So, we're gonna start with the eyes. He's dating Miku. Symmetrical can't. I know, right? Lucky bastard. Let's be real. He isn't real. Let's be honest. He isn't real. German is perfect. Any other words are treason? Oh, fuck. You're right. You're so right. You're so right. You're so right. I'm so sorry. So, here's my idea for this. Is we're going to slap these shapes on his face. We're going to take the picture away, and it's going to look like Germa. Trust the process here, okay? Germa is the most convincing VTuber out there for sure, Z's. Alrighty. So, our first one, we're going to put over this eye. And you'll notice a lot with these facial features, almost all of them do follow the shape of a rhombus, so it's actually really, really, really good for if you want to, and we'll go over this when we actually start drawing, if you want to learn how to draw each individual facial feature. That's a really hard word for me to say, because I want to say facial for some reason. We're going to rotate this a little bit to line up a little bit more with his eye. So the idea is, you see this shadow that's being cast in the socket of his eye? That's just because we do have a natural, oh my god, he looks so real. So The reason why we're doing this specific pattern is because this is where all the shadows of your face are, right? So we're going to be following the socket of his eyes here because that's deep into your face. So we'll follow that and rotate it a little bit to match his face a little bit more. Ooh, that's a little too much. There you go. I think that's good. I think that's good. We'll go to the next one. Go ahead and shrink that down. And if you really want to, it'll probably help. Oh shit. Really help you out. You can follow along with this on whatever you're drawing on by just drawing rhombuses in roughly the same place. Or like looking, I mean, it's kind of hard to look at it now that I have shapes on his face, but just following the shape of those shadows. I think it's called, what is it? Negative space? It's kind of negative space because you're following the shadows, but you just want to follow those little shapes. Oh, no worries. You take your notes. You're in class. I think we'll rotate this a little bit more. Yeah, that looks good. Now we're going to do his nose. So this is the shadow of his nose right here. This is the underplane of it, because that is a plane of your nose. We're going to shrink it down so it fits in that schnoz. That schnoz he got. Cool. Perfect. Now we're going to do his upper lip. And like I said, his mouth is a little crooked, but that's fine because it looks like he's just perpetually smirking. And I think that's really awesome. It makes him look like a devious little guy. Just a devious little trickster. And now, there it is. You see that little shadow under the chin? That's what's going to make the illusion of a bottom lip. Because that's all what art is illusions of shadow and light. A sassy little trickster. Sassy little guy. I think that's good. I don't think I need to rotate that or anything. So now we're going to take the picture away. Oh no, bye Germa. There we go, we have a face. Wow, it's Germa. It looks just like him, don't you think? Don't you think? And then if you wanted to draw Germa, you would use that as your base. You could draw on top of it. You make your eyes right here, and then your nose, and then your lip, and then you just follow the geometry of his face. Guys, we drew Germa, oh my god, in Google Drive slideshow. How crazy is that? We did it. We're going to do a couple more, just so we really nail the idea home. Use Germa using chroma mask, using a chroma mask costume. Yeah, dude, that's what it is. Wow. Crazy. It's Germa. Okay, we're going to do another Germa. This might be a little bit of a jump scare. Don't be scared. We're going to try this exact way. Who knew Germa was so easy to draw? Right. It's so easy to draw. Don't be alarmed. This might be a little bit of a jump scare. Here we go. You ready? We're going to try this same method and see if it works on an exaggerated face, so we know how to draw emotions. Are we ready? Don't be scared. It might be a little scary. We're going to try it on this Germa. We're going to damn try. I told you not to be scared. I know it's scary, but I'm right here with you. I'm holding your hand. So we're going to try the same idea on this Germa, and it should still translate. All right? Okay. Let's see. So, I know it's photoshopped, but the idea is still the same. Those shadows are still on the face. We can still do it. Guys, we can still do it. We can still do it. Check this out. We're going to put this one right here. We're going to make this go up a little bit to show that he's squinting. I'm quivering. I'm about to cry. This is terrible. I'm sorry. We'll get through this quick. We'll get through this together. So we'll put this over the eyes. And we're going to follow the shape of the eyes. The shape and the shadow, never the lines. Because the lines are not real. Guys, lines aren't real. You know, like all those silly little graphs, like in, fucking, not trig. What am I thinking of? Calculus? All those funny little lines in calculus. Calculus. Those aren't real. Alright? Those were invented by big math to scare you into thinking that math equations equate into lines. They don't. They don't. Okay? We only have geometry here. Who would have thought that Germo was going to be a guinea pig of identifying facial shapes? Me, duh. He's the perfect candidate for look at this. So it's still gonna look like him, I swear to God, you guys. I swear to God. This is gonna be a little bit more difficult just because of the angle of the nose and the limitations of my tools here. But we are going to try our damn best. I might actually flip this upside down to try and get the same. No, we'll keep it right side up. Big math took my happiness away in high school. They're lying to you. Lines aren't real. It's only shapes. Give me those funny little shape blocks. I miss those things. So we're gonna do that. Try our fucking best with this, because this is a really weird nose shape. At least with the tools that we're given. If I were free drawing this, it would be easy peasy, lemon squeezy. But we're gonna try our damn best. We'll just make it really, really thin. Okay, same thing with the lip. It's gonna be a little weird, but I think I know a solution for this. Did somebody say lemon? No, we're learning! We're learning! We're learning! We're learning, you guys. A line is just a shape from a different angle. You're so right. How are we gonna do this one? I think this one I will flip upside down. Lemon face is a good example, actually. It really is, kind of. We're gonna flip this upside down and hope for the best. This one might be a little bit harder to really see, just because it curves downward like that. Learning hurts, my brain is shifting. Stay with me, soldiers, stay with me. Oh, yeah, there we go. We're gonna do this. So we're gonna actually kind of follow just the whole top of the mouth here. Because that top lip, goddamn, it is very thin. And then we'll still put, there's still that little chin shadow here, so we'll still follow that. And I'm gonna hope that this reads. I'm really gonna hope and pray that this reads the way that I want it to. Because if not, I'm gonna cry that this didn't work out the way I wanted. Okay. We're gonna move the picture and we're gonna hope that it resembles this face. Oh, it kind of does. You can kind of see it. Okay, okay. Guys, we did it. It does, right? I'm gonna really move the picture out of the way so we're not, like, doing it just by association. Or that it doesn't look like it out of from association. It looks pretty good. Like, you could still do something with this. And that's what I like about this method so much. There's not so many fucking lines you gotta worry about. You just, oh, there's a line right there. There's a shape there. There's a shape there. There's a shape there. It looks like the face. Cool. I can go over this and finish the goddamn picture. This is art brain rot. Really does. He looks a slightly saner version of the Joker. Yeah, he does. But yeah, guys, it worked. Holy shit. Guys, I'm so proud of us. I'm the Joker, baby. This is 100 IQ to do. It is. I've been so tired of like seeing the art tutorials where it's like, you draw a circle and then you bisect that circle both ways and then you keep dissecting it until you get a face. No, that's too many steps. I'm impatient. Draw these, bite this onions, draw the shapes. This is how we're gonna draw faces today, you freaking guys. Freaking fricks. We got one more. It's Germa, but in TF2. So now we're gonna try it on a stylized face. And you can very, very much see it a little bit clearer. I appreciate giving us the ADHD tutorial. Yeah, dude. This is more accessible. At least I think. It's way more digestible. Cutting in apples into mush is kind of bad. Yeah, because you end up with too many fucking lines and then you get lost. Lost in the applesauce. So now we're going to try it on a stylized face just to show you that this works no matter if you're doing a realistic face or a stylized face. Because this is just how faces look. I'm so glad they added Germa to TF2. Yeah, me too. I was really like waiting for it when I was like 10 years old before I knew who Germa was. When did Germa start streaming? Did he start streaming like when I was a child? I need to know. Hold on. Hold. 2016! I was in high school. Cool. On his original channel that he's supposed to anymore. Wow. Yeah. 2016. Alright. So I was 16 when he started streaming. Or 15, depending on the time of year. But we're gonna do you'll see it way better with this, just because this artist clearly understands this method. 2016 wasn't too long ago. What do you mean it's been 8 years already? Fuck you guys. He was probably he's like 50. Yeah, so true. TF2 Germa shapes. I mean, you can see it. This is I love this type of art style. Very geometric. Straight lines. I love straight lines. So, here we go. You can see it way better here. Those are quite literally rhombuses for the eyes. Gonna have to do a little bit of adjusting though, just because this is a little bit at a 3/4 view. 4/4? I don't know. I don't know how many quarters, but it's a couple at least. Maybe like 2? And then we'll do this. Oh my man, dude. Oh, we have the litter box in our bathroom because we were having maintenance done on the house this week. Holy shit, my cat just took a goddamn steamer and I'm suffering the consequences. Actually, I need some Lysol spray. I can't fucking do this. Bishop, what the actual fuck is wrong with you? Why are you running away? You made that. It will have to do. It will have to do. Ugh. $2.50, 4/4 equals $1. A dollar view. A wheat penny. Oh, there's my pen. I was looking for it. I wake up and the smell instantly hits my nostrils. It's so fucking bad. It's so bad. It's so awful. This artist really understands shapes and values. Should I do it this way? Oh, I should. I'm really just following the shadows here, guys. Like, this is probably the easiest one. Because they really make those shadows easy to follow. Meth smells kind of the same. Does it have ammonia in it? Oh, yeah, it does, huh? I learned that from Breaking Bad. I didn't even finish watching Breaking Bad. I really should. I feel bad. I just have a hard time paying attention to live action shows. But yeah, this is supposed to prove to you guys that you can apply this to drawing anime girls, so go crazy. Draw cat girls to your heart's content. I'm for it. I'm with you, brother. Alright! We're gonna move the picture. I've heard it's outright toxic for pregnant women because it's so fucking ammonia rich. You can make mustard gas with it, dude. It's so bad. Dude, like, my cat's on my desk. He's like, I just pooped. You want to smell my ass? You should apply it to your VTuber model. Yeah, okay. Cat girls or dog girls? I think I know your answer, but just to make sure. Dog girls are also pretty good. Vipey, hello, welcome. We're doing a little exercise in how to draw faces. We're gonna move them. Here's the moment of truth. Wait, I want to make a fix. I'm gonna make a fix. Hold on. I just wanted to make a fix real quick. Okay, I think that's better. Okay, we're gonna move. We're gonna move them. Kinda. It doesn't exactly get the emotion, but the face is there. The face is there. The shapes are kind of the same. Fu and Moko are working double duty out there to popularize dog girls. They really are! They are the I don't know. I don't know. I started and I was like, I don't know what to say about Fu and Moko. They are dogs. Nope, not gonna say that. Not gonna say that. I had the worst thought imaginable pop up into my mind, and I think that would actually get me crucified. I think. Yeah, nope. 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 Can't wait for catnip to be rhombused. Catnip should be rhombused. We're pretty understanding in this community. I don't think you want to hear what I was thinking. I think we're good. I think we're good at leaving things as is. Red! Happy Tuesday! Hello. I'm teaching. We're getting taught on how to draw. I'm showing people a little tip on how to draw faces, and instead of drawing lines all over a circle, you can do it by just using shapes. Curiosity killed the cat in Spanish, they say. True. Too true. You want to hear it? Oh, I especially don't want to say it when you're here, Dylan. I'm gonna be outed as a freak! As a freak and a weirdo! I'm not gonna say it. I've been learning my lesson in holding my tongue. Is the chat from multiple streams? Yes, I am streaming on both Twitch and YouTube. Information is meant to be shared. Thoughts shouldn't be kept. Fuck you guys. You're gonna have to torture what I was thinking, okay? Out of me. I'm not gonna say it. I will give you a clue, though, if you guys want to... I'll give you a hint, okay? Listen. If you guys want to do your own... if you want to do your own math, I think you guys can put it together in your head. I was gonna say I was gonna greet Fuamoko in the way that dogs usually greet each other. Okay, cool. We all good? Okay. See, I told you guys, okay? Anyways, that was my last example on how this trick works. How do I adhere that? You guys asked! Perchance, would you clarify that for my little baby brain? No, that's all you're getting out of me. The shock value is rising. I can't. Dude, they're idols. Fucking Yagu. Yagu. Stop. Yagu is gonna fucking snipe me if I say it. In my experience, that's barking, but I get where you're going. Yeah. That'd be some quality fan art. It would be. Anyways. Let's put what we've learned into practice, shall we? Yeah, if only I knew an artist. Sigh. I am not drawing that. Hololive is gonna have me fucking drawn and quartered. I'm not doing that. Dog freaking dies on stream. Color 2024. J2, you're new here. You don't know how many times I fucking died on stream. And I keep coming back. Much like a little cockroach. Yeah, let's put this into practice, shall we, guys? Before I lose my fucking mind. I'm drawing on Clip Studio Paint. The Pull Firing Squad, yeah. I think Hachima killed his idol dream a long time ago. He doesn't need indie VTubers killing his dream for him. I think the man has suffered enough. Great. She did finish it off with the foot stuff. Fuck. I forgot about that and I wanted to forget. Oh, God. Give me a second to breathe. Whew. Okay. So, we're gonna put this into practice. I actually don't have a face picture. I want to draw. Hold on. Hold. We're gonna pull up. I'll pull up another Germa picture because that's all I can think of right now. I have tried. So there's a lot. I've used a lot of art programs through my years, just because I've been drawing digitally since I was 12. I've used Autodesk Sketchbook. It's a really good beginner program. Not very intuitive, but I do like it. Fire Alpaca is a really good freeware. Highly recommend that. GIMP is also really good. I used to use Paint Tool Sai, and then I moved over to Clip because I do like the animation feature. And then I've also used Photoshop. Ryan Gosling, yeah, we're using Germa. Duh. There's a lot of really good pictures. I'm trying to find a really good example that we can use here that has clear shadows. Using Krita. Oh, yeah. Oh, I also use Ibis Paint on my phone. For amateurs, I think it's mainly between CSP and Psy. I use GIMP myself to use this, make those stupid ass shitposts. Hell yeah. GIMP is a really good freeware software. I do like it. I think I used to use that way back when, before I even got a graphics tablet. I just used it with a fucking trackpad. Let me get some good lighting here. Can I find some good lighting, please? This is decent. We'll use this. Seriously, though, listening to your stream while practicing coding helps me get through it, so thank you. Oh! I'm glad it's helping you. That makes me happy. Okay, so before we actually draw off to our side here, we're going to do a little reconnaissance. I don't know the right word for it. Kind of feel out the water. We're going to try and identify, like we did with the slideshow, we're going to identify where the shapes of his face are, okay? For the shitpost memes, I use the basic sticker tool on my phone. Oh, yeah. But we're going to go ahead and, again, we're going to identify those shapes of the face. This one's pretty easy. There's a lot of good shadows on it. So here, let me do this in red so you guys can see it a little bit better. So we'll start with the eyes. So you'll notice a lot of the face shapes, actually, like I said, they do follow like a rhombus shape. So it's really, really convenient for people who are just really impatient like me. So we're going to go ahead and find that eye shape there. That eye shape there. We have this nose here. Nose, I'm going to make a triangle. Or, no, a little bit like this. Gonna head to bed for tonight. It was a pleasure to meet you, Jerma. I mean, dog. Have a good rest of Nice to have you in chat today, J2. Thank you for stopping by. Good night. I'm actually gonna follow this shadow right here. Zen, hello! Back did half of the notes and tomorrow week for me's exam. Oh no! Good luck on your exams. I'm rooting for you. I know you can do it. For now, we're drawing faces. Let me actually... So, what I couldn't really show you... Oh god. Hi, Germa. Couldn't really show you guys clearly on the slideshow just because it's... it's a little hard to manipulate those shapes on the slideshow. Let me make this a little bit bigger. Pretty crazy how Germa started a VTuber channel with a voice changer. It is fucking so funny. But the point I wanted to get across to you guys is the shape of this nose here. It is a rhombus, but because of the angle here, it's gonna be a little bit more in. So it really should look like this. We'll follow that shadow actually. Kind of like a triangle because it's so back into your face. It'll... Yeah. Yeah. That's what the plane of the nose should look like. And we're gonna go ahead and trace the lip. I'm just gonna do a nice flat rhombus here. And then this beautiful little soul patch of a shadow. But yeah, that's our face shape. And now we're going to try and do it freehand over here. We're not going to just trace it and then put it over here, because then we haven't applied anything. It just shows that we can recognize patterns. But our goal here is to recognize patterns and be able to put them down to paper by ourselves. So we're going to go ahead and try and recreate this. So this is just the way I like to draw. You don't have to do this if you don't want to. I do like to start with a face plane because it gives me somewhere to put the face shapes. And the way that I do the facial planes is I start with geometric shapes. So I'm following, this is the line of his head, then it's going to go down like this, and it goes down like this. I like to start with straight geometric lines first, or shapes, as you will, if you will. I like to start with straight geometric shapes first, because from there you can refine it. It really is just 3D modeling, but on a 2D space. I feel like recognizing patterns is already something that's unavailable to a good chunk of people. So hey, that is crazy to think about. Like, that's just that's a passive function that our brain does. And then his face is quite straight and angular, so we're gonna go ahead and just go straight down from here. He's got a little bit of a chin, and then we'll go straight back up. Not a little bit, he does have a chin, for surezies. Straight back up, and then we'll round it off with another line right there. And I'll leave it at that for now. Rectangle, rectangle. And now we're gonna try and place those where these little rhombuses should be. I am gonna put a circle here just so I know how the head should look. So if you're really, I know I said I don't like lines, but if you're really concerned about making sure things line up, you can give yourself simple lines. It doesn't have to be perfect. This is just saying, I just do a simple T. This is just saying this is where the eye should be. And then from there we can build off of it. May I step out for a moment? I step out for a moment. I return to German laser jump scare. Yeah, oops, sorry. Oh, God. If it were universal, there wouldn't be jokes about how the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. I can't, yeah. I do that sometimes. Yeah. So we're going to start with the eyes. I'm going to say that this is the brow bone. So the brow bone is where the top of the eye should sit. Duh, because that's where your brows are. Do another eye over here. So a lot of this is just kind of eyeballing and seeing what works. If you really want to be picky about your proportions and making sure things look right, you can flip your canvas. If you can't do that in real life, obviously you can't flip a piece of paper, like turn it around like I can on Clip Studio. I am locking onto my drawing for really. A good hack that I've seen is you just get a little pocket mirror and then you use that to check to make sure your proportions are correct, because that essentially flips your canvas for you. So there's a little hack for you if you want to try doing that on paper or any traditional media. And another hack that I'm going to teach you here, it's a little hard for me to actually show just because I don't have a hand cam, but what helps with eyeballing is measuring. You don't even need a ruler or anything. You literally just have to measure with whatever you're drawing with. So I'm using my tablet pen right now, and I'm going to try and measure out where the bottom, where this little bottom of the nose should be in relation to the eyes. So one thing you can, like I said, measure with your pen. So where I am right now, I'm going to measure with my stylus. Let's do this. I'm going to measure with this part of my stylus. This part right here, I'm going to measure with it. And that'll tell me how long his nose should be. So it should be from the tip of my stylus almost down to the ring. So I can just apply that here, down here, and then to the ring right here. I literally just put my finger down where I think it should be. Kind of hard using a mouse to measure. Then use any kind of, you can use a pencil. What else? What else do normal people have around their desk that aren't me? I have like a little pin next to my desk. You can use spare change to measure. Be like, oh, this is this many nickels deep. You can use a wire. You can use anything that you can use as a straight edge or anything. You can use that to measure. Chat, should I finish my notes? It's collected in 2 days. I think so. It's got a lot of different measures on it. I just remembered watching a friend draw digitally. I think he was actually mirroring the canvas regularly. Is that why? Yes. So the reason why people flip the canvas a lot is just to make sure that their proportions are right. Because what'll end up happening is, say I eyeball this angle, right? I want to make sure that this looks right from each angle, which it does, because it's very simple. And it's really down to whether you're like a nitpick like I am. Sometimes I don't even do this, but the purpose of this is to make sure that you get a nice, appealing picture. I don't know what the science is, but if you're able to make sure that they still look good even when the canvas is flipped, it'll look appealing no matter what. God, a dog specifically said to go out and buy the most expensive measuring tools. No! I said use whatever you have. I highly believe in working with what you have, because I've seen people do crazy things with like tools that you would never ever suspect, like big ballpoint pens, golden ratio. I think that's what it is. It looks better. Like I said, you don't have to do it if you don't want to. It's more of like a really nitpicky thing. If you think it looks fine from just a single, how you're gonna look at it anyway, whatever. But that's only if you're like really crazy about how your drawing should look. Now, should I drop an oppression edit? What do you mean oppression edit? We're gonna do the nose to the lips, which is about the length of my eraser nib. Dark forest theme edit, like in Warrior Cats. Pog. I love Warrior Cats. You should do a Warrior Cats edit. So I'm gonna do that just to mark where that mouth should start. But we're gonna go ahead and do this. I'm gonna shade these in just so we can tell that these are shadows. And then another little measure, same distance. So now we already have a fucking outline for the face. It's so crazy. Wonder what humans are in Warrior Cats. They're called two legs in Warrior Cats. Duh. That's what they call humans, and then pet cats are called kitty pets. But that's another stream for another day. I actually have a slideshow I'm working on explaining all you need to know about warrior cats. It's gonna be great. One of these days I'll actually like show it. But now we actually have a face to work off of, and you didn't have to do a million fucking dissect this, dissect this, dissect this. No, I don't want to do that. It's annoying. We already have a face. So now we're going to build off that face. We're going to build the face. Don't even worry about the hair or the ears. We're not worrying about that, because it's too much. It's too much effort, and we don't care about that right now. Right now we only care about drawing a face. That you need to stay focused, you guys, when you're learning something. You stay focused on one thing, master it, go on to the next. It's like a fucking video game, right? And then, at the end, we'll put it all together, and it'll be sick, nasty, awesome. So, I'm gonna go ahead, because I didn't really explain to you guys how to make, like, more details in the face here, so we'll go over each feature. I'm just gonna go ahead and lighten this a little bit. We all can make mistakes together! I don't think I have exactly the same angle as the picture here, but it's fine. It's okay. I'm drawing a face. I don't care. I'm drawing a face. That's what I want to do at the end of the day. Doesn't particularly have to be like this exact face. So let me erase this so we can see those. Oh wow, hi Germa. Look at those baby blues. You need to focus. Alright, mission failed. Yeah. 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 Drawing is like the Dark Souls of the arts. That's what I've heard. But I feel like music making is because there's so many rules to it that I don't understand. There's so many things you need to know. And I know it's probably music is the math of the arts. That's why it pisses me off so much, and that's why I don't understand it. It's a type of language of patterns that I don't get. Okay, we're gonna start with this eye over here. Easiest way to draw an eye. Music making is literally witchcraft, yeah. So easiest way to draw an eye. See this rhombus shape right here? You're gonna trace it. So the eye, not kidding, no, I'm right there with you. So the eye is made up of a couple different parts. I like to start with the lash line because it really shows that that is an eye to me. So we're just gonna follow the shape of this rhombus. I don't even care about drawing Germa anymore. I just want to draw a fucking face. I don't want it to be perfect. We're just gonna fucking follow this. If you want to look at a real eye for reference, go right ahead. But I'm just telling you, this is the simplified version. That's gonna it's gonna save you a lot of headache. Just draw the lash line. You can curve it off of the rhombus, but you want to copy that shape right there. That's just what the eye looks like. It'll differ from person to person because different people have different eyes. Obviously, that's going to apply to all parts of the face. Faces are different. That's end of story. Nothing's going to be perfect. Everything's going to be different. You're going to be pulling your hair out to the very end. Welcome to art. Welcome to drawing, guys. So, what I like to do is I do the top lash, and then we'll do the bottom of the eye. I don't like to connect these things unless I'm really stylizing it. I don't care to do it right now. Just because, I guess if you really want to look at this, I mean, technically that line's not even there, so you don't even have to draw that bottom line. But the lash line is definitely what makes a face a face. But yeah. And then, let's see. You can kind of make the suggestion. Oh, especially with Germa, because he has like really deep eyelids here. You can make the suggestion of an eyelid right above the eye. It's just another little line right there. Because technically, it's a shadow. Fun fact, the Russian language has eye-related slurs for both Asians and whites. Crazy. Crazy. There are no lines, just shapes. It truly, that's what it is. Now, we're just being like, we're really going into it now. So we're gonna draw the pupils. He's looking towards us, so we'll just do that. I've learned a trick where if you're really having trouble learning how to place the pupils, just fucking doodle it in. Like, don't even like get too crazy about it. Just do this, and eventually it'll make sense. Because what ends up happening is your brain will start putting together like, oh, that's a pupil, that's how it should be looking. And you just kind of have to follow that instinct. And there we go, we have a pupil. And now we're going to do a little brow above the eye. So this is in shade, right? This is under the brow because your eye socket goes in. La Real Dad, I'm so sorry, but this is an English only chat because I don't understand any other language. I hope you understand. Narrow eye for Asians and wide eye for whites. Crazy. Crazy, crazy. But yeah, so the eyebrows are on a separate plane from the eyes, so that's why they don't really go in the shadow. But we can really just, don't worry too much about it. You'll kind of learn it as we go along. But we'll just kind of do it quick. You really just have to follow the shape of the eye here. Don't have to worry about it too much. It can be as messy and sketchy as however you want. Just understand that this is kind of going more like this. That's what the shape kind of looks like. It's not just whoop. It's quite literally going inward like this. Skibbity that eye up, my fellow Sigma. Thank you, Red! I feel seen and heard. I feel seen and I feel heard. You're so real for that. And now we have an eye. We have an eye, folks. We're going to do the other eye. We're going to try not to cry, alright? This is the worst part ever, is drawing another eye. If it were up to me, I would just be doing it simultaneously, because that's how you get the best result. But I'm teaching you guys how it works. It looks like an explosion of pain for me. Yeah. Yeah. It's a lot of trial and error. The only thing with art is you do have to be a little patient. You will develop your artistic sense. Eventually, you'll start noticing little things. As is with like any skill you learn. You start out sucking and then you eventually get it. Something clicks and then it'll be very, very fun. I always found anatomy to be quite complex. It is, and we will be going over that also eventually. Not tonight. My autistic sense. Okay. I'm going to start with the eyebrow on this one, just so I have it. I kind of have the idea of how I want it to look. Notice how I'm not doing just a... I mean, you can do that, but I'm just kind of sketching. Because I just want to get it out. I don't care. If you want to do that, just sketch. How do you recommend doing the drawing for 100 days in a row things? Ooh, okay. So I haven't done that myself. I really do want to. But I feel like the best thing to do would be, of course, make sure you're drawing something different every day. And try and focus on different aspects of drawing as you go, just to keep things fresh and to make sure that you're covering all your bases while you're learning. So say day 1, you're doing a face. Day 2, you're going to do a whole body. Day 3, you do an animal, this and that. And then you focus on how you shade. Next is colors. Kind of on that. Hi Zen, welcome back to YouTube. Welcome back to the YouTube side. We're going to go ahead and follow this shape again. Put that extra line there for his eyelid. And we'll follow this line. I'm going to make it a little curved. Just 'cause that's how eyes work. We're going to go ahead and just doodle that in until it looks right. We're feeling this shit out by vibes. Make sure you do also zoom out, or if you're doing this on paper in real life, take a step back, because that's where you'll learn. That's where you'll see a lot of mistakes that you can correct. Just because you're not going to be looking at an art piece this close, you're going to be looking at it from far away. So that's where you're going to want to make your corrections. So Right now I can see this eye is a little wonky, so we're actually going to make it a little smaller and a little bit more pointed that way. I think that looks a little better. So this line, I have a bone to pick with this line. Be right back, putting Pepper down for sleeps. Alrighty. Tell her I said good night. The hair is kind of the easiest part to draw. It differs from person to person. I know a lot of people that find hair very, very hard to draw. Just draw a curly hair, then slowly down, then repeat. Yeah, I know a lot of people, not a lot of people have that kind of vibe. Or not vibe, but they don't have that sense on how to draw it. Just because hair is a little difficult. Hair is the hardest part. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. A lot of people find it to be really hard. Because it's weird. In real life, it's both a shape, but it's not, because it's strands. You need to develop a sense to look at big shapes instead of strands. And that's why I think this method of drawing is so great, because it emphasizes shape rather than lines. And we'll get to hair eventually, but right now I just want to focus on making sure you guys know how to draw face. But I have a bone to pick with this line right here. You will see it come up a lot in art. If you want to draw it, more power to you. In real life, that line does not exist, so we are not going to depict it today. The only reason why your eye tricks you into thinking that line is there is because of the shadow behind it. In real life, there is no line there. It's just shadow and light working in tandem. It's cool, right? A little weird, because everything's an illusion. Lunch over? No! But for now, we're just going to erase that, because that was really just for measurement anyway. And now we're going to do the nose. So Drama has a very round little nose here. And I will teach you how to draw the nose. We will look at him for reference. Hi Drama, hello. So he does have a rounded nose here. So shapes, you guys, shapes. Everything is shapes. So we'll start with a circle. We'll start with a circle here. That's going to indicate that little round ball of the nose. I was expecting an art lesson, got a lesson in solipsism instead. What the hell is that? Solipsism? Solipsism? Solipsism. Quality being very self-centered or selfish. The view of theory that the self is... What, huh? Believe that only you and your mind is real and everything else is a product of your imagination. Oh! Yeah. Pretty much. I mean, when you think about it, like, especially after, like, the classes that I've been to, I'm just like, oh, fuck. Everything is just shapes and colors. What the hell? And it is. And that's fine. It's really cool to learn about it. So I'll teach you a little trick with the nose. Not only is that little ball point of your nose a circle, but you know the little, where your nostrils are? The off to the side of that main ball? Your nose is actually 3 balls, dude. It's 3 freaking balls. That's how you make the shape of a nose. See? Ball here, ball here, ball here. We're balling! And of course, that extra ball is going to overlap here just because of the way that he's facing. But if you want to draw these balls, go ahead and draw them a little light so you can draw over them and still make sense of the picture here. So what I've learned is your nostrils, they're not just lines here. They actually curve inward like that. So I know that there's some art styles where they will depict like a little Q here. But I think it's really good to know that, because then you can just, it's more like a comma than a line. Does that mean we all have balls? We've all been balls all along. It's been balls all along. So when I draw, I try to like keep that in mind. So when I draw, I don't just draw like that. I draw a spiral, because your nostril is a spiral. Isn't that crazy? Because if you look at a nose from the bottom end, you got that little bridge right here in between where your nose is and where the actual, like, not circle, but where your nostril is. And it curves inward, and that's how you get that ball shape. Pretty neat though, right? It's like little snail shells. Oh my god. Ugh. Speaking of nose, my nose is itchy. My nose is freaking itchy. So we're gonna go ahead and put that in right there. You know what this country needs? Balls. Balls! And of course, this is at an angle, so this is going to be a little... I know you guys haven't really learned about angles too much, but because it's at an angle, this one's going to be a little less visible and is going to be drawn a little different. So this one, we're going to draw it this way. A little tinier too. Uzumaki moment for really. And then I'm just going to get rid of this so we don't have those balls distracting us. I'm still going to shade this in though, just so we have that shadow. And then I think I will shade this in a little bit. We're really just following these shadows here. You don't have to get too specific about it, just because I also haven't like explained to you how that works. But instead of doing a line, we're going to do a shadow just real quick. We don't even have to be super particular about it, just to show that there is a line there. Not a line there, but there's a little separation between the rest of the face and the nose. That's kind of good. Noses aren't my strong suit. I will, like, if you couldn't tell already. But I'm trying my best. I'm learning with you guys also. If I just did that, that would probably look a little better. Oh, that looks better already. It's just that little fucking ball right there. Looks a little weird. So now we can actually follow that shadow down to get to the lip. To the lower lip, or the upper lip here. So he does have a little bit of a Cupid's bow, so we'll go ahead and draw that in. We'll curve that down. And like I said, you don't really have to get super precise. We're not going to focus on that. We're just going to look at the drawing and see if we can, or look at the picture and see if we can do our best to emulate it here. Now, he is showing teeth of this. Maybe this might have been a little bit more of a extreme, not extreme, but more advanced picture to look at. But the way that we're just going to show that is we're just going to do a little half circle under the top lip here. And we're not going to do anything else because I don't feel like showing you how to draw teeth. If you really want to, put that in. It's not going to look good. It looks weird. Don't do that. Just do this. And then just put a little bit of shading on the side. Not even just shading, just darken the sides a little bit to give the illusion of there being depth on the shadow or on the teeth. Whew. There we go. And then we don't have to do anything with this chin shadow. It's just there. But if you really want to, we can also just refine this head shape here. I'm not doing anything fancy. I'm just looking at the picture and making adjustments. I'm doing this completely by eyeball. While also following the sketch that I made, of course. We have a face, you guys. We did it. It sure was hard. We struggled. We lost some good men. But we persevered, and here we are. We drew a face. So far, it kind of looks like your anime girlifying Germa. Well, yeah, a little bit. I already can tell that the proportions are a little off. That's just what I tend to go to because I did start out drawing anime girls first. I'm not going for realism. I'm just going to draw a fucking face. I just want us to be able to draw a face. I mean, Germa is an anime girl, so just so you know. Me when almost every of my classmates just gaming beside me. Hey, it'd be like that. Germa is an anime girl, right? Right. But we did it, you guys. We drew a face. Good job, everybody. We drew a face. And that's all because we started with these little rhombuses. How crazy is that? That is my trick for you guys today is don't do, oh, first you do this, and then you do another circle, and then you do this, and then you do this, and then you also do this, and this, and this, and da-da-da-da-da-da. No! Oops. Redo that. You do shape, 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 face, face. This is a face, face, face. Wow, it's a face. Holy shit. Great work. This is enlightening. Thanks. And of course, let's do a real quick because we can stylize this. Kind of look like sheep. Not really. Sheep is more like this. That's what sheep looks like. Sheep has droopy eyes. Shape-based approach. Based, if you will. Ha 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 ha. But yeah. I'll show you guys on a stylized drawing here. I am gonna draw a circle. I've already broken my first rule, but it's fine. Yeah. Well. Yeah. It's because people are busy counting him. He doesn't have time to go to sleep. Sheep is melting. But yeah, we'll do a circle just because that's your face. Going to bed, but thank you for the great time. Love the instruction. Can't wait to catch more streams in the future. Yay! Thank you for stopping by and tuning in. I hope you learned something great. Hopefully you can apply it. I hope to see you again. Do this and this. I do this for stylized stuff, but I still do. This is what the face should look like. La la la. This is a face. This is a face. Do. So I just did that real quick, like 2 seconds, right? So now I'm going to go over it with a stylization of a face in my style. My style. Nice full lip, because I think that's cute. And it looks like she's kind of pouting. This is also a really good exercise if you just want to do random shapes. And then just fill it in with what you think it is. It's a really good exercise to do. Kind of stretch your drawing muscles a bit. And I like to do the little things right here. What are we drawing again, dog? We're drawing a stylized face to show you guys that you can apply it to a stylized situation as well. And if you really want to go crazy with it, we can use boxes. So like I showed you with the boxes before, if you draw a box like, let's say this way, or no, we'll draw a box from this angle. And make sure you draw through that box so you get the full dimension. Ugh, I always have trouble drawing a box from that way. So we're going to draw through it so you get the full dimensionality. So we have our box here, right? Guess what we can do with that box? Posty Wolf joined the party on Discord. Oh, he did. Crazy. Let's go. Let's go. So, oh god, I already forgot which way this box was facing. What the hell? I looked away for a second. Oh, no, okay. Now I remember. I was like, which way is this box facing? It's facing this way. So this is how the box is looking, right? The Jermaine. Hey, Rolex. So this is a box, right? We're going to go into it and draw a face. We're just going to do that same method I showed you guys. I'm just going to doodle it in so it's a little bit more, little lighter. With the boxes, you can do this and then kind of figure out how the face should be facing. Say that the back of this is the head. It's not a box, it's a cube. It is a box. What do you think boxes are? They're cubes. All cubes are boxes and all boxes are cubes. Duh. And then we can draw a face from it. And from there, we have an angle of a face. And we can just draw on top of that. And now we have a head. Crazy, right? Some boxes are that's a big word that I don't know how to pronounce. And good luck trying to make me do it. Box, cubes, or squares? Well, squares are 2D. But yeah, now you have a dimensional face right here. Crazy, you guys. It's awesome. I didn't even get to actually like talking about the shape of the face. I can talk about it right now real quick. So I kind of glossed over like how the line of the nose doesn't actually exist, right? Just because it is shadows. There are the same principle applies to the face. I recommend looking at, oh god, what is this thing called? I call it a low poly face, but I know there's an actual like word for it. I can't find the word for it. Just trust me. Let me see here. So if you see here, you can actually see the different planes of the face. Face does not exist either, precisely. So I say you can break up the face into a bunch of different planes. So you have your cheek. Well, you have area 1 here, which is the front of the face. You have a cheek, which aside from your nose is gonna point, is gonna be the most forward on your face, than the rest of your features. So that's why the nose and the cheek kind of curve out if it's off to the side. Same thing with your mouth. So that's why from a profile view, this is what your face looks like, and your chin. So your lips, your chin, and your nose will all poke out. Your cheek does poke out also as well too, but sometimes you don't really see that depicted on a profile, just for, I feel like, aesthetics. But if you see it on like kind of a 3/4 shot, you'll see the cheek poke out. Sheep just came here pogging at me.
Did you draw that?
No. I found it on Google. But I'm using it to explain the planes of the faces, because there's a lot of...
Is that Germa?
Yeah! We drew Germa. But yeah, his cheek's gonna... That's why there's that little round part right here, because that's his cheek. He has kind of a flat face, so it's not very pronounced. Everybody's saying hi, sheep. Or sheep.
Yeah.
Sheep pogged and came.
Well. Why are you looking at me like that?
But yeah, German has a pretty flat face, so you don't really see too much of his cheeks being pronounced. But damn, he does have a nice sharp chin. There you go. And a strong jawline. Neat. Neato. Try to think what else to tell you guys, but I feel like telling you about different angles I don't have a script for that. I might have a little bit of a hard time explaining it, but you really just use the box. Ah! No! They love the lemon. I can bear it. Wow. Yeah, I feel like the box is a really good way to just figure out dimensions. Boop, you got your cheek. Boop, you got your chin. Then you have your jawline. Then you have a nose. Then you have your mouth.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye. Oh, okay. You're bored.
And I don't know what to do.
You want to draw?
Nope.
Yeah, I know.
Not on stream.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye. Everybody say bye, sheep. Oh, I mean, this is getting into like head territory, and I don't want to get too far into that. But keep in mind with the head, your head's a goddamn skull. So your head's gonna poke out like a ball, like this. It doesn't go straight like that. Because then it just looks like you have a dent in your head. Just draw boxes. This is really just to teach you like the simple way to do things and to not overcomplicate stuff. Went from pouty tsundere girl to smug girl. Hey, sometimes it'd be like that. Sometimes that's the move. Because you can also do this with your shape. You can start curving it if you really get crazy. If you want to get crazy with it, start curving it. And you make it into a smile. Wow! Yeah, I think with different angles and stuff, I'll get more into that when we like study anatomy. Because I'm going to teach you guys anatomy. Oh my god! Really brain dead version of anatomy. Your neck comes out of the back of your head, kind of. Yeah! That's why you see people draw heads like this. So, a lot of people, I don't know how else to explain it, but I know a lot of people have a hard time, like, with this area of the face. Your face is not flat. It quite literally, this is your head. This is where your face is. That's why I prefer doing boxes over circles. The circle is really just there to show where your cranium is. But your face is literally a fucking box hanging off of your head. And then you just kind of have to fill in the blanks here. So this is your face. If this is your head, just kind of put some triangles in there. And then you have a side profile. It is really trippy to think about. It's really cool to learn about. If you guys, I know a lot of like community colleges or like artist guilds or like little get-togethers at like art shops or whatever. Sometimes they will have figure drawing sessions where everybody pulls money to pay a model and they get to do figure drawing. Totally recommend trying doing that if you're super interested in it. It's really fun to draw from real life rather than pictures. Drawing from pictures is really good, but I feel like you don't really get that same kind of sense of depth as you do from looking at a real person or something like a real subject matter. Yeah, there's your side profile. That's how I break it down anyway, is it's quite literally also a box. A box on a box on a box. I can't really think of anything else to tell you guys. Can't wait for artist guilds to send adventures to the anatomy dungeons. A box of milk. A box of milk inside a box of milk inside a box of milk. If you really want to get like super serious in this, I do recommend looking at 3D model topology. It has a really like, this is a really good way to actually get a sense of how heads or how faces are constructed. You see all of those different polygons. That's each little shape. I don't know how else to say it, but that's how your face is constructed, and this is a really cool resource. Just go on Google. Another really good resource is lineofaction.com. I can show you real quick. Let me hide that. This is a really good website that will show you pictures of models and like references and stuff. Let me see. Line of Action, here it is, lineofaction.com. This is what I use to warm up. But how do you draw sweat? You do this. A little U shape. Or no, that's more like a backwards J. Yeah, it's a backwards J. Yeah, Line of Action. They have a lot of cool resources here. So this is awesome. They have like study time. So let's do faces and expressions. So you get to choose how you want to do it. So you can do all of the emotions here if you want to do all of that, or you can just only do one. So say neutral, you can pick which gender you want the models to be. So both. So they have different types of sessions, so you can do all the same length. So that will, I'll show you, we'll do all the same length, and then we'll do 60-second intervals, get drawing. So now it'll show you a picture, and it'll hold this picture for 60 seconds or however many minutes you set it for, and it's really good lighting too. You can really see the shadows of the face here. You have 60 seconds to draw this, and then from there it'll go to the next picture, or if you want to pause, you can pause it. You can't really see it on here just because of the way I have my screen set up, but trust, there's a little menu down here. You can pause, you can play, you can stop, you want to exit, you can skip to the next one, you can turn the little menu off if you want to. But yeah, it'll give you a little timer in the corner that shows how much time you have left, and that's really good if you want to just warm up, get some quick pictures out real quick. Yeah, Line of Action. It's a very good website. It has figure drawing, animal drawings, hands and feet, faces, basic shapes, scenes and environment. These two are new. These weren't here last time I checked. But yeah, it's really, really awesome. They also have some there's places where you can do critiques. Thank you for the lemon. Rollicks. But yeah, it's a really cool website. I like using it to warm up. We'll be using that. I'm trying to teach you guys! Anyways, we're gonna be using line of action when I teach you guys bodies and, and how to draw anatomy. Okay? Okay. I can't wait for the community to go into infinite teaching, recursion, teaching everyone everything they know. I know, it's so exciting! I love drawing with you guys. So, no homework. I guess we could send you guys home with a little bit of homework if you really want to, if you're really interested in that. Your homework for today is to look at a bunch of pictures of faces and try and point out those shapes in the faces by looking at the shadows, and then try to construct off of that. Okay? Okay. I know this is a lemon stream. Homework. You don't have to do homework if you don't want to. I just think it'd be really fun. And do it on a picture that isn't Germa. Or is Germa. I don't know. It's up to you. We get like 3 electricians teaching the community and then some person teaching a cult. Naruhodo. Yeah. But yeah, I think that's gonna be it for tonight because I would like some water and I'm a little tired. But I hope this was educational and made some kind of sense to you guys. I hope you guys came away from this either really inspired to draw, or you came out learning something new or a different technique that you're gonna try. I don't know. And I hope you guys will meet me here for the next Draw Meets. I think next time we're gonna focus on making the entire head crazy. We're gonna build on it. Thank you for the art stream. Thank you guys for coming and being such a great class and not blasting lemon in my ear. Post the notes in the Discord along with the drawings I made. Yes, do it. Make sure you put it in the graffiti wall. Oh, one more. Okay. Okay, thanks you guys, thanks. Let's see here. Before we end stream, let's see if there's anybody we can raid today, shall we? Let me see. Yeah, of course. I'm glad you guys liked it. Oh, Syrup's online! Guys, let's raid Syrup, shall we? Alrighty, guys, we're gonna do a Twitch raid. If you guys want to join, go ahead and hop over to Twitch and we can do a raid. Guys, what's gonna be our raid message? There has to be one. No, I wanna raid Syrup. What's gonna be our raid message, you guys? Lemon raid? You freaking lemon monsters. Lemon alien. Duh. That's how that works. You're gonna draw my face? Okay. Do it. We can do a lemon raid. You guys want to do a lemon raid? Yeah? Lemon raid! No. Oh, I'm gonna draw your face as the message. Okay, I think we're set on lemon party. Okay, you guys. Okay, I'll see you guys. Hold on, let me pull up Syrup Stream because it never redirects me. But we're gonna get ready to raid. I'll see you guys tomorrow for stream, okay? Okay. Good night, you guys. Bye!